Yolan True, and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy, and welcome to another episode of our little A to Z officers series. If you're a bit wondering why so many officers at the moment, we all know that very soon there will be a new arc, and then I have to talk about all the new stuff. And we still have quite a number of officers to go through, so I wanted to speed that up a little bit. But before I talk about the next epic officer, I just want to say, if you're not a subscriber of my channel yet, but do like my videos, then please do subscribe to my channel. And when you do, also click this little bell and all notifications so you will be notified when another video comes out. But now let's have a look at another Borg as well, and that's 6 of 11. Obviously a former Klingon, you still see the Klingon Empire there on his chest. But he is class command, and that means you need command badges to upgrade him. You will see that in a second even. He's from the group Unimatrix 12. That means if he's captain, he can get synergy from others of that group if they are on the bridge with him, or he can give synergy to a captain of that group if he's on the bridge as well. And he's from no faction, which means you need independent credits to upgrade him. For me personally, they're always the biggest challenge. Faction credits are much easier for me than that, although I use those usually for blueprints. But I get many more faction credits than of the independent credits. And so many officers need independent credits. That's why I have to be really picky which ones to upgrade when. He does have, of course, an explanation text. There you will see that he's the Borg version of Kras we already talked about. And if you want to know more, just have a look. There's always an explanation text in the info box about every officer. On the bottom right, you can already see what I meant with the upgrading. You need one of the command badges. At this point, I need 5,200 independent credits. And for the next tier, so to speak, or the next step, you need active nanoprobes in the case of the Borgs. But afterwards, for the next levels, you just need officer experience points like for the others. As you could hear, he does have a captain maneuver, and that's "We are the Borg." That's what you usually hear if you count a Borg ship. Every time the ship hits an opponent with a weapon attack, 6 of 11 decreases the opponent's shield health by 20% of the total defense of all officers on the ship. The nice thing is, it's one of those abilities, again, that decreases something on the enemy. That's not the most common ability. Usually you get abilities that increase something on your ship, but I like this because it decreases something on the opponent. And if you're lucky with 6 of 11 and have him a bit earlier and don't have all the fancy PvE and PvP crews yet, he might be a good choice for you. Especially if a ship has more weapons, it happens with every weapon. Only once per weapon, even if it has 3 or 4 shots, but still. And he does have an officer ability that's defenses are irrelevant, and that means when attacking an Armada target, every time the ship hits the opponent with a weapon attack, 6 of 11 increases the accuracy, armor piercing, and shield piercing of the ship by 10% of the total attack of all officers on the ship. So he could be a nice addition for Armadas, especially, well, if you're using my standard loot crew, it won't help anymore. But if you use 5 of 11, for example, as captain for loot instead of a normal Armada crew, you might want to use 6 of 11 on the bridge for having some Armada advantages as well. And so he can be quite an asset in fighting Armadas. As a rare officer, he also does have epic officer. He also does have 3 different traits for away team assignments, and one is assimilated, one is ruthless, and one is relentless. And that is where I sometimes send him. I still need to unlock a little bit more, but that is also a big help because you from time to time need assimilated officers. But ruthless and relentless are needed as well. And so you might want to send him to away team assignments as well. And then you will want to know how to get him. And for this, we can go to the normal recruit section first. And there, you know that I always have to have a quick look on my list for every officer I'm talking about today. He is in the premium recruit section as well. Those tokens are not so hard to get, and it's not as crowded as the ultra section, so you have quite a good chance to get shards for 6 of 11 here. But he is also in the crowded ultra recruit section, but there you see there are more epic officers also in there, and it's a bit harder to get certain officers here, but the ultra recruit tokens are still something you regularly get. The good thing about 6 of 11 is that he's in my favorite recruit section as well, and that's transporter patterns. And I need to scroll a bit to get to him, but we will get to him at some point. If I haven't over-scrolled him yet. No, there he is. He's the last one on the list. 6 of 11 is here. You need 1,000 transporter patterns for 1 shard. And so once you reach the point with the transporter patterns, you can choose to get 6 of 11. And that's the really nice thing here. And additionally, I cannot show you the details because we are in the Mega Cube event and I need the exchanges at the moment. But you will also find him in the Borg Armada exchanges. And so you have another additional source to get him. But of course, especially with the Armada abilities there in combination with 5 of 11, for example, I would really like to know how you are using him. But also, if you have questions in general or video requests, you know that I regularly read your comments. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.